think the biggest myth about online dating is? What are people afraid of?
One, I think they're afraid of their profile. Most dating websites, including Match, hold you. They walk you through the whole process. And it's really not that long or arduous, or you don't have to like write your manifesto. How about it just says like two or three recent things? You're running the marathon, you love to go to this one art show, and your name is this, and you avoid things like adventurous or spontaneous, words like that are just overused. And then voila, you're done. It shouldn't take that long to make. Just go in with a couple of friends, get a bottle of wine, sit down, take a few fun pictures, and put that profile online and get going. And I think women say, oh gosh, I love my child, but I know that, men are going to sort of look at me like, oh, well, she already has a child. No. For all those out there who are worried about it, we just did this study, and 67% of men actually say they're attracted to a woman who has a child. And these aren't just men that are single dads. These are men in general on Match.
What kind of picture? I heard selfies are popular, but what kind of picture should you have?
You need to be 100% real, or someone is just really going to be disappointed. That's one of the main things that men complain about, and across the board everybody does, but men specifically, since they're very, physically oriented, just to say the least, they always complain that women don't look like their picture. So some tips I have is no photoshopping, no cropping out of like some other man, and then also no glamour shots. Like, it's not like the best picture of your life. It's not what you look like, at your wedding or on a Friday night or something amazing where you've had your makeup done. But it's also not what you look like when you rolled out of bed. It's kind of like what you look like on a Wednesday night when you look like yourself.
When you're looking at profiles of men, how do you decide if this is like a nice guy, or how do you find the one on an online profile, or just someone you want to talk to?
Yeah. First of all, you don't start looking for the one. That's the key. If you start looking for the one, you'll never find the one. But it's a numbers game, dating. And so what you have to do is play the numbers. You can't just like really, scrub all of these for the one. You have to just start reaching out. And what I think is the best thing to do is to get in a chat with someone. Because, email is laborious. It can be misrepresented. Somebody can take a long time to write it. Someone could send it out mass. But if you're chatting, you are in real time. And whatever is coming out is coming out. It's a great way to actually, if you see somebody that you think you're interested in, you read their profile, try to start a chat with them. And then, don't go too long in the chat. I say like 2 chats and out, and get out on the date, because chemistry is everything. And you can tell slightly about chemistry from chats, but you got to just get out and meet them. If you go in and change things on your profile, like you're changing your ancillary pictures, your profile picture, your headline that, says, hey, I'm going to go take a run for the marathon. Anybody want to join? If you're constantly changing things on it, updating it, hey, just saw this movie, what do you think? This type of thing puts you higher up in searches. So you need to be active on the site. It's not just like you throw it out there and then you wait for the spaghetti to stick, It's like you really need to be on the site and sending correspondences, but also updating your profile, changing the pictures. If it's summer, you have a summer picture up. If it's winter, you put a winter picture up. Just see it as seasonal and like a weekly update of what you're doing. It gives guys things to talk about when you update them with like little tips here and there, like, I love this, just finished this book, love this movie. They'll look through that and then they can message you about it. And so you're active, you're higher up in the searches with our algorithms, and you also just feel more involved.